क्योंकि ये केवल एक दायरे में मेट्रो सिटीज तक नहीं सीमित रह गया है। आज ये कैपिटल्स में, डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में लेवल तक फैला, इसको रोकने का संकल्प हम सभी को लेना होगा।
धन्यवाद। श्री के राममोहन नायडू जी।
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir, for giving me the opportunity to participate in this important debate. Sir, according to the Comprehensive National Survey on the extent and pattern of substance use in India 2018, 14.6% consume alcohol, 2.8% consume cannabis, and 2.1% resort to opiates. Sir. In a country with a population of more than 130 crore people, these numbers should worry all of us who are present here. In fact, 1.58 crore children aged between 10 to 17 years are addicted to substances in the country, sir. The number of alcohol consumers aged in this group amounts to 30 lakhs, while cannabis users in the same group amounts to 20 lakhs, sir. And we can safely say that these numbers are underreported and the actual numbers would be even more. These are Indians who are legally and, more importantly, emotionally classified as children, sir. This is a problem because the maturing brain in adolescents is particularly more vulnerable to the acute use of drugs, and drug use during adolescence increases the chances of substance use disorder later in their life. However, in order to tackle this issue, we need to understand the geography and the geopolitical situation behind it, sir. India is sandwiched between two major drug-producing rings in the world, which is the Golden Crescent, comprising of Pakistan, Iran and Afghanistan, and the Golden Triangle, which comprises of Thailand, Laos and Myanmar. Hence, India is located in a location that will inevitably make it vulnerable to the drug trade, sir. And since many of the drug trade supply chains are international, it becomes all the more pertinent to take up these negotiations with neighboring countries and evolve regional security architecture to combat this issue, sir. And platforms like SAARC, ASEAN or regional NSAs meet could serve as a great platform for the central government also, sir. And drug abuse also impacts families economically and impoverish them, while making their generations more likely to be in the poverty. And according to a paper by the National Institute on Drug Abuse, weekly expenditure on drugs amount to $13, and the total expenditure ranged between $250 to $25,000, sir. This is a huge amount for a country like India, sir. And there is also a liquor connection to drugs. In the name of banning liquor, what really happens in most cases, we have also been observing, is that the state governments take over the liquor business. Underground liquor mafia and black markets with spurious liquor start to flourish. So instead of leading to reduction in addiction, it leads to an increase in deaths due to consumption of spurious liquor, sir. And some of those who are trying to avoid this adulterated liquor will shift to other alternatives like drugs to sustain their addiction. Sir, in 2020, the NCRB reported almost 60,000 cases under the National Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985, which was reportedly a twofold increase in the last decade alone, sir. So clearly, a legal-only approach towards drug abuse and addiction is not yielding satisfactory results. Instead of a retributive justice and punitive framework, the governance structures need to approach it as a public health problem, sir. A disease that needs to be tackled through rehabilitation instead of revenge. Instead of a compulsory imprisonment for the possession of small amounts of drugs, according to the NDPS Act, a de-addiction treatment and rehabilitation strategy should be adopted by the central government, sir. And any or all treatment gaps for drugs users should be plugged at the earliest. There is a need for district level and other forms of decentralized surveys, sir, regularly to identify all at-risk districts or regions and develop a specific plan for them. Last minute, I'm just concluding, sir. In the last 5 years alone, under the National Action Plan for Drug Demand Reduction, 285,559 persons have availed assistance under this plan in 2021-22 alone, sir. While we acknowledge the presence of schemes such as Nasha Mukt Abhiyan in 272 districts, more needs to be done. As mentioned earlier, a psychosocial approach to the issue will help us get rid of the issue. In Portugal, I want to take this example, sir. The government decriminalized drug-related offences and instead started treating it as a public health issue, sir. Since the inception of this strategy, the drug-related offences have come down from 14,000 to 6,000, attesting to its effectiveness, sir. Last sentence. One important aspect of the problem, sir, is farming of ganja in the country. The farmers involved in the profession do so out of need for sustenance, sir. In order to wean those farmers off weed production, there needs to be a targeted strategy at providing alternate sources of income, which will help curb the drug menace, sir. And last point, I urge the government to take necessary steps. And on behalf of PDP, we stand with the central government to make India a drug-free country, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.